Good morning, leaders. I am heading into work, and we are in the middle of the coronavirus situation. A lot of schools are shut down now. There's a lot of shelter-in-place kind of rules coming out. There's a lot of unknowns. Sports are canceled. This is probably an unprecedented thing that's happening in our country right now. But I wanted to talk to you about crisis leadership, about being a leader in a time of crisis. And maybe everybody who's watching this video, you might not be old enough to remember, but you probably have seen it, at least in history books. But on 9/11, we went through a similar situation in our country. There was a lot of uncertainty. We didn't know what was happening. But I remember seeing a couple days after 9/11 when George Bush, our president, and regardless of what you feel about him politically, but he went down to Ground Zero to visit all of the first responders, the rescue efforts, the cleanup efforts. And he got up on top of a bunch of rubble, and he was with one of the firefighters, and he put a bullhorn in his hand, and he gave a very quick talk about what he was feeling about that situation at the time. It was unscripted, it was from the heart, and it was his honest feelings about what was happening. And the reason I bring it up is that right now, more than ever, our teams need us. We need to be there for our people. There's a lot of uncertainty. We don't know what's going on. And so leaders, you need to be present. You need to talk to your teams. You need to tell them what's going on as best you know it. You need to be honest with them. You need to answer their questions. You need to tell them what you expect from them. But at this point, there's a lot of uncertainty, and they're looking to you to be that rock, to be that lighthouse in a storm. So leaders, you need to be that lighthouse in the storm. And so many of you listening to this might say, well, we're already working from home now. How do I be present? Well, you can do that with tools like Zoom. Get on a video conference call. Get on FaceTime. See face-to-face your people. Talk to them. Reassure them. And tell them what's happening. So when there's uncertainty, it's never a good thing for morale. So, and yes, you don't know the answers. I don't know the answers. I'm watching the news just like everybody else. I'm trying to figure out how this global pandemic is going to affect my business. I don't know the answers to that. But I do know I can be with my people. I can tell them what I know. And I can try to reassure them as to what will likely happen here in the near future. And you need to do that every day. You need to communicate. You need to let them know what's going on. You need to be there for them. And if there's ever a time to be empathetic as a leader, this is the time to be empathetic. So listen to them, listen to their concerns, and be there for your people. Be that lighthouse in the storm. So that's it. I hope everybody is staying safe during this situation. And be that leader, be that lighthouse for your people.